Hello everyone and welcome to this review for Monday Night Raw for October 1st, 2012. And start off the show we had Heyman and Punky yet again starting off the show wanting respect. And this week I don't think it was as good as last week's. And where I was watching it at, the chat room was even dissing Punk, saying that it was just getting old, this whole thing. And I can't blame them, and it just seemed weak, not none of Punk's best work. But anyway, and he went on the mic for a little bit, and then Heyman started talking, and then they started trying to get rid of AJ for her assault on Heyman last week. And after that, they had what was it? AJ came out. No, Vicky came out saying that she needed to be the general manager, and then Ziggler was trying to make it to where Heyman and Vicky would be co-general managers, and they went on for a little bit, and then AJ came out, and she started talking, and said that the board of directors had gave her a counselor for her job. And at first I thought that this was, I didn't know who to expect, but then Brian came out, and I thought that would have been great, a little twist on things, but he wasn't. He was just coming out there to state that whenever AJ Lee dumped him, or he dumped AJ, that she went cuckoo after that. And, and then he went on stating that he was the tag team champion. And then Kane came out and started saying that he was the tag team champions. And then Ziggler and Punk were going at it. And Kane and Bryan were going at it. And then AJ started yelling. And as soon as she started, you could see that it was a tag team match. But that set up the main event for the night. And after that, we had part of the tag team tournament. It was Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio versus Primo and whatever his name is. And you could tell that Sin Cara and Mysterio were going to win. And I'm glad they did. The primetime players came out during that match, and I thought that was really good. I really like what they're doing with the tag team division now, and it seems like the tag team titles actually mean something now. And I think it's great. I think it's great, all the tag teams. And I think Rhodes Scholars is great, and their little thing with Sheamus is great, but we'll get to that in a little bit. And after that, I believe it was The Miz versus Zack Ryder. And Zack Ryder's been having great matches, I think. He's lost, I think, a lot of fans after he got pushed and then got downgraded, and now they're trying to get him back on. And I support him. I mean, I'm a broski. But The Miz won. But they had a great match, and Ryder's been having great matches. And I hope that they go far in the tag team tournament. But I think the Rhodes Scholars will beat them. And I think it's going to come down to the Rhodes Scholars versus the Primetime Players, which would be, a pretty good match. But after that, we had a return match, Ryback versus Tensai. And up to that point, nobody had mentioned anything about Ryback and CM Punk angle. And that had me worried. I didn't know if they was just going to drop the whole thing or what. But we'll get to that in a minute also. But yeah, Ryback, he beat Tensai again. And I think he couldn't get Tensai up. I don't know what the deal was, but you could tell that Ryback was pissed and started kicking him and saying stupid, like Shawn Michaels and Vader at SummerSlam a while back after that. But they had a JR Appreciation night, and it was still to come. And after Ryback versus Tensai, I believe it was Beth Phoenix versus Eve Torres, which it was a Divas match. I'm glad that they're actually giving the Divas a storyline, but it's not really much of a storyline. But, you know, I hope that the Divas division gets better. Because Natalya and Beth Phoenix had a great match on SmackDown. And it would be a shame just to not do anything off that. And after that, we had Santino Marella with Slater and the band with Slater behind him. And I like the band in a way. I'm just glad that Drew's actually relevant on TV now instead of just being superstars and not even on Superstars sometimes, because Drew was force-fed down us and everybody hated it at first. And then he didn't take as long to get over, I don't think, as like Sheamus. But I hope that they do more with them. And it was pretty funny to watch Drew McIntyre headbang. And Santino won after the band interfered, and Drew said that he was still the chosen one, and Slater said that he was still the one-man band, baby. Whoa! And after that, we had the Sheamus versus Damien Sandow match, which I like Damien Sandow, and Sheamus I'm all right with. I like him. I don't like him as much as I used to, but I think this match just went on way too long because it just seemed forever. Like I even stopped watching it a little bit to go check something out on another website and came back and the match was still going. But the double bro kick at the end was pretty good, and I'm glad that the tag team, well not tag team champions, but a tag team was with or featured in like a main event type deal, which is really great. Because I'm glad they're finally getting behind tag teams. It's really good. And it's going to help out better in the future, too. It just takes some time. And after that, we had the Jim Ross Appreciation Night. And everything was going great. And I like Punk's like mid-show promos better than I do at the start. And it's not because of the legends, it just seems like he's more fired up and gets into it better. But he came out with JR and was talking about how JR needed to call him best in the world. And then his friend Stone Cold Steve Austin, wasn't here to help him. And he said that 316 used to mean something around here. Now it just means days that he's been champion, which I thought that was a pretty good idea to throw out there. But he told Jim Ross that he could leave the ring, but he couldn't go back out to commentary, that he should just go onto the back and leave. And JR was walking up the ramp, and then we hear Ryback's music, and then they start mentioning everything. So what they're going to do with Ryback, I do not know. I don't know if they're going to make him Punk's opponent at Hell in a Cell. I don't know why they would want to do that and end his streak already, because whenever he come out, he got a huge pop. Like it was pretty darn big, like one of the biggest ones of the night too. And I like Ryback. That's all I got to say. And after that, we had Alberto Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston, I believe. And it wasn't as good as Kofi versus Ziggler. It was basically just to make Del Rio relevant, it seemed like, and to make little Jimmy jokes. But after that, we get the main event, the tag team match, and you know, it was a good main event. It lasted a while too, I think. The whole segment. I mean, I think I was a little far behind because I paused it, and I paused the show to go get something to eat, I think, and I came back, but it ended kind of late from what I could tell. But basically, Team Hell No won, and that was really all it. I mean, it was a good match, but it ended with Kane and Daniel Bryan doing their usual rundown of, I'm the tag team champion, I'm the tag team champion. And I like Kane and DeBron a whole lot now. Like, I think they're so over. Like, I think they're honestly the most popular people on the roster right now at this time, and they've got like 2 new shirts, I believe. They got the teddy bear and the goat face one, and then they got another one. It's Kane. It's Kane on the front, I believe, and it says I'm the tag team champion. But anyway, it was a good Raw. I mean, it wasn't as great as last week, I don't think. Last week was amazing. It had great matches, and it had the return of Foley, which is always great. But this Raw wasn't so bad. Once again, Daniel Bryan and Kane making the show, I thought. And CM Punk's quest still out for respect. Making the Divas storyline continue. They had Caitlyn in the back with AJ. I remember that. And it was good. And that's all that I got to say about it. So, thumbs up, thumbs down, like, comment, subscribe. Got 50 subscribers. Quest for 100 now begins. So, we'll see how that turns out. But, yeah, that's all I got. And I'd probably give this Raw a 6 out of 10. Last week's I'd probably give about a 7 or 8. But, that's it. So, have a good day.